Hey guys, Kakros197 again, this time with a review of the 144th scale high-grade Universal Century Operation V-Set from the original Gundam series. Now, because this is of course a 3-model kit set, I'm going to do this review in 4 parts. One for each of the mobile suits individually, and then a 4th one as a conclusion. So, let's do them in chronological order and start off with the gun tank. Now, for colors, one of the main features of the Griffios of the Operation V-Set, just like the Griffios was set, is that the colors are slightly different. Now, as you can see, the blue is slightly lighter. The red, on the other hand, is slightly darker, just like the yellow, which is a little bit orangey on the newer one. And the gray is darker and has a slight greenish shine to it. Now, the white, on the other hand, is whiter and doesn't have the green shine the original one has. Now, for stickers, I don't have to put on any stickers at all. But, once again, just like the Griffios War set, one of the main features of the Operation V-Set is that you get additional marking stickers. Now, these are all fine and dandy, but there is one problem with the sticker guide that shows you where to put the stickers. Namely, this part here, it's so dark that it's impossible to tell where they want you to apply the stickers. I mean, I cannot make it out with the naked eye, and I seriously doubt that the camera will do any better. And yeah, once again here, it's also way too dark, and I don't even think the stickers are applied here. It says you apply them there, but they don't show it. Great. Another problem is that you only see one number here, but actually there is another sticker underneath, which I only realized after I applied it. Same goes with the gun cannon. It only shows you that you should apply one sticker, but there is another one underneath. And it's not too easy to remove a sticker. So I didn't bother and simply applied it in a different place. That was a little bit frustrating though. Also, the sticker sheet, you get a lot of stickers. So, I mean, this is a sticker sheet after you've applied all the stickers you should. So, there's still plenty of stickers to go crazy. Also, most of them are just normal peel off, but these underneath here aren't cut out. So, you've got to cut them out yourself, which is a little bit of an annoyance, but yeah, you'll just have to deal with it. Now, on to articulation, and because this is of course basically a tank, it's not going to be all that great. Head goes bit up, bit down, rotate a bit side to side, and that's all. The cannons will go down, up, and will rotate about that far, which is actually pretty nice considering that they're cannons. Of course, if you put them down, they won't go that much, but you can still put them out like this for some interesting fire poses. Which is of course necessary because this guy has very little waist movement. But to be fair to the kit, canonically it shouldn't have any waist movement at all. Because if you read about its specs, because of his core block system, he cannot rotate. This is once again confirmed by the Gun Tank 2 and the Gun Tank Mass Production Type, because they it is stated there that they are an improvement over the gun tank in the way that they have waist movement and that they can rotate around. So yeah, actually this kit does some things better than the actual mobile suit itself. Now the arms, once again, aren't really all that great in terms of articulation. We'll go up, down, rotate around all the way. No forwards and backwards movement because this is a pretty early high grade. Now, they will rotate above the elbow, like this, and the elbow itself is on a double joint, but this is all you're going to get. So, not a lot. I mean, the top joint hardly does anything, really. You could actually get it in the same position without using the top joint at all. So, yeah, not too great, but then again, it is a tank. And that's all the articulation you get. The threads, as expected, don't move. But yeah, I wasn't really expecting that, so it's not too much of a shame. But I always say that you have to keep articulation. Well, articulation, whether it's good or bad, all depends on the mobile suit. This is a tank, pretty much, so because the fact that it has bad articulation or subpar articulation doesn't matter at all. I mean, you don't expect this guy to go kung fu fighting like G Gundam style. So yeah, it can be forgiven. So, just like the reviews was said, I'm not going to do a do you want to buy this just yet. Just a quick rundown of the good and the bad of this mobile suit. The good. It looks pretty nice, just like the anime counterpart would look. And yeah, there you go. It can do anything you would want it to do. The bad, well, articulation is subpar, but then again, that doesn't really matter. The color is nice, and when you consider that the original one was only 800 yen, yeah, that's a pretty damn good price for this mobile suit, kinda. Now, final thought is, this is the RX-75, which means that this was actually built 4 years before, well, no, wait, kinda like 4 years, no, 3 years, kinda. Before the 1 year war started, and this just shows how little the Federation cared about mobile suit development. They've had 3 years, 3 whole years to prepare, and they already had this gun tank design as an anti-mobile suit kind of weapon, and yet when the war started they didn't have any mobile suits at all. Almost no mobile suits at all, so kind of shocking really. Also, for some reason, the full model number of this guy is the RX-75-4. However, they only put RX-75 on it. However, the RX-78-2 does have RX-78-2. Kind of weird that they couldn't be bothered to include the 4 here, but whatever. Now, for some size comparisons, let's start out with another tank, the Type 61 main battle tank. And this just shows how humongous this guy is. I mean, come on, this is a standard sized tank, and those are pretty impressive when you're standing next to them. Imagine this behemoth standing right next to you. Man. And here are his sister units once again. And a final comparison with the Jim Custom. Well, that's all for this part, and see you at part 2.